Hello everyone, it's my birthday today. I'm turning 32 and to celebrate we're going on a little day trip today. We're going to go down to Füssen, which is where the famous Neuschwanstein Castle is, so we're going to look at that today. And I do want to give a shout out to Rosie from the YouTube channel Not Even Friends. She just started her own career coaching business and she agreed to coach me for 2 weeks. And I'm just so thankful for what she did for me. Like, she wrote like an application for me. She showed me how to do all these things, how to find jobs that are kind of what I'm looking for. And it was really helpful. It was really eye-opening. So if you are in a point in your life where you want to change careers or you're looking for a new job or something like that, I can highly recommend getting in touch with Rosie. I'll link her channel up here and down below, and I'm also going to put her contact details or her business below so you can get in touch with her if you're interested in that sort of thing. And the first stop today is the Museum of Bavarian Kings. I don't think I'll be allowed to film inside, we'll see. But if not, it basically is an exhibition of like all the treasures the Bavarian kings owned, and yeah, lots of gold and jewellery. Visited the Hohenschwangau Castle, which is this one right behind me right here. So this is actually like built on the foundation of a medieval castle that used to be here that lay in ruins for probably centuries, and it was kind of rebuilt in the 1800s, and it's kind of like where kind of the most important Bavarian kings lived. Here is super beautiful too. I mean, look at that, like the lake is just gorgeous, and kind of like the autumn foliage, it's just amazing. And pro tip, by the way, if you want to kind of miss the crowds, November is definitely the best time to come here and see the Bavarian castles, because all the tourists, well, most of them are gone, and you just have like the whole landscape to yourself, and I love it. Neuschwanstein behind, it's arguably the most famous castle in the world. It was built by this king, this Bavarian king. He's called kind of the fairy tale king here, and he built this castle for himself. And it was kind of like, even at the time, I mean, he built this in like the 1860s, and even at the time it was kind of like really old-fashioned and belonged to like a different time, because I mean, it was built, for example, like after the Eiffel Tower in Paris was built, and back then, even when he was living in the castle, like he had a telephone in there and running water and everything. So it's not really that old, but it looks very old, and it's kind of like this dream world he built for himself. And yeah, it's one of my favorite castles. It's awesome. Also, it's very famous because the Disney castle is actually modeled after it, and that's kind of what made it even more famous. We just got back home and I got my presents. So I got this kind of escape room game. So this is a game you can play at home. It's basically like puzzles like an escape room, but from home. So I've played a couple of those and they're really cool. So I'm super happy about this. Also, this is kind of like from a book called The Kangaroo Chronicles that I really love. It's kind of like a satire book, and yes, I'm super happy to have this. Then I got some marzipan potatoes. I think that's a German thing. And then, of course, if you followed me on Instagram through the last few years, I always show you like my advent calendars. And this one I got for my birthday because December's coming. And yeah, so I'll show you those on Instagram throughout December. Now, I only stopped at home for about 30-40 minutes because next I'm gonna go out and meet my friends for drinks and dinner. So that's next. So let's roll that footage now. I really hope you guys enjoyed spending my birthday with me. I had an amazing day. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and then I'll see you in my next video.